Hello out there, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be my response to Steelers versus Cowboys here in what would be the 8th game of the season, where the Steelers actually did win 24-19 over the Cowboys. Um, a win is a win is a win. I'll certainly take it, but man, it was not easy, and um, they were heavily favored in this game, and they nearly lost it. They look flat, and they have they had a problem with running the football and stopping the run. Um, that's a bad combination, and somehow they still ended up winning. It was amazing. Um, but yeah, they and typically they're able to stop the run. But what really concerns me is it's been a bit of a pattern that they really haven't been able to run the football all that very effectively. Um, that is a concern going forward, because that is something that needs to improve. That has to get better. You can't just rely on the passing game. You have to be able to run the football, and that's been a problem for the Steelers throughout the season. That's my concern going forward, actually. Um, Also, I have to give Tony Romo credit. He predicted when the Steelers played the Browns and they handily beat the Browns. He predicted the Steelers would go 3-0 in their next 3 games, and that was going to be against Tennessee, Baltimore, and Dallas. And I didn't expect them to go 3-0. I didn't actually think they were going to go 3-0 through those 3 games, especially when he made the prediction Dallas was much healthier. And of course, Baltimore and Tennessee, it's hard. It was hard to imagine them going and winning all 3 of those games. Um, that, but yeah, they pulled it out in this game. But yeah, Tony Romo called it then. It was during the Browns game. He predicted they would win all 3 of the next games that they were going to be playing, and they did. So I definitely give props to Tony Romo for that. Um, Again, I'm very concerned over the lack of a running game. They have not been able to run the football very effectively, um, and certainly not consistently. And as if they build up a lead on a team, they have to be able to run the football to run out the clock. Um, that's just it. That's important, and hopefully the running game will improve late, in the second half of the season, and they'll be able to go again. Though I predict them to win the Super Bowl, so but I do see that the team does have issues, specifically in the running game. The defense was okay, although I really didn't feel like they weren't playing with the intensity. They didn't. I didn't really see the intensity out of the defense until the the very end of the game, the last few minutes of the game. That up until that point, they seemed flat. They did not seem like they had the intensity. It was like they had their backs had to be up against the wall for them to actually have bring out the intensity and play with that intensity. And they were playing against a team that they played down to the opponent, to their opponent. They played a team they were favored to beat. They were 14-point favorites, and what they did was they played down to their opponent. They really did not turn up the intensity until, and especially I say this on defense, until the end of the game. And I mean, this actually goes for the whole team, but specifically on defense, they turned it up a lot more near the end of the game, and they started getting a lot of pressure um, on the quarterback. But my concern though is with the running game. That is because that has been something that the offense can have a bad day, and that happens. But yeah, consistently running the football has been a problem for this team, and that can hurt them a lot more when you get in December and January. So they need to start to run the football better. That is something they need to improve on. But they won, and they're now 8-0, and I'll certainly take it. A win is a win. And that'll do it for this video. So please consider hitting the like and the subscribe buttons. That both definitely help my channel. And that'll do it. Everybody have a wonderful evening.